Hey guys, welcome to Gadget First. Today we've got a really interesting unboxing. We've got Antec's Kuhler H2O 1250 to unbox. This is probably like the most interesting, most innovative integrated water cooler out there for CPUs at the moment. All current ones, they all have the same kind of inner workings. They're all just the same basically, just rebranded. Antec have done something a little different, which makes it a lot more interesting. So let's take a look at the Kuhler H2O 1250. So on the back here you can see it's got a copper plate, it's got dual pumps and really good maximising airflow fans, and you've got the LED on the cooling CPU mount on the water block, and you've got Antec software, and once again it's showing you the dual pumps there. So the biggest difference with this is the integrated fans and the dual pumps. With most, well in fact all sealed water coolers like this, they all have one pump on the water block itself, and that does the whole pumping of the water or the coolant inside. This one has two fans on it, and each one has its own pump, which means it's going to be able to move water a bit quicker. So you're going to get that hot water, move it back to the cold reservoir and cool it down through the radiator, and then pump it back round. So effectively you're going to get cooler water on your CPU all the time. So that's obviously a good thing. The amount of difference it makes in real world usage, I don't know yet. I haven't reviewed it obviously yet, because it's still in its box. But I imagine it will do quite a bit of difference, otherwise they wouldn't have done it obviously, because it's just adding cost. But then again, it might not add too much difference, because other manufacturers might be doing it as well. But that remains to be seen, so I'm not going to speculate on that. So the biggest thing with this is that you can't put on your own fans. A lot of people like to get their water cooler, chuck away the stock fans because they're noisy or not very, don't provide enough airflow, and put on their own, like say a Corsair fan, which are my personal favourites, to be fair. But this one you can't do that. You have to use Antec's fans, because the pump goes through the actual fan mounting, and so it's going to be a lot of effort to take off that fan. I'm sure it is possible, and I'm sure people have tried and failed and succeeded, but for the average user who's going to buy this, you can't change the fans. So if the fan fails, or if you just want different fans, different colours or whatever, you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to need a whole new system if this fails, so that's quite a big downside. Let's go straight into the unboxing and have a look at the flesh. Okay, so let's remove the cellophane wrapping. Right, so let's open this up. So, in the box we have the manual here, installation guide. Will come in handy if this has a funny mounting system, you never know. Okay, so let's go through the accessories first. You've got the software with Antec's grid software, which I'll go into more detail in a second. And here you have all the mounting options, and this will mount onto literally any socket. You've got socket support for AM2, AM2+, AM3, AM3+, 775, 1150, 1155, 2011, 1366, literally everything, pretty much everything that's relevant nowadays. Nice bit of silica gel to keep it all dry, and then taking it out of the box. Well, start with the water block. So here you can see you've got a copper water block, and they've already applied some coolant thermal paste. And here you have what looks like a USB 2 header for the power, as well as a 3-pin for the fans. So let's take it out of the box, hopefully without breaking it. we go, a bit of a kerfuffle. Let's take a look at the actual unit itself. So as you can see, it's quite a big radiator. It's 240mm, and looking at the actual rad itself, it's not the densest I've ever seen, but you know, it looks quite dense and looks like it should have quite a bit of surface area to let that heat dissipate. So these are the fans. You've got dual pumps, one pump here, and some nice looking white fans. Now that's my only trouble aesthetics wise, is that they are white, because they go with everything. If they're black, you know, they'd go with everything and anything. But because they are white, they might not go with your colour scheme in your case, which could be a problem. So let's take it out of the bag. So let's take a closer look at the water block and the connections on it. Right, so yeah, this one, as it says here, is for USB, and that will be for powering the pumps and also for making an interface with the software. Right, I'll just undo this. And then we can take a closer look at that. A lot of wires here, a bit more complex than some other water cooling solutions I've seen. So coming straight off the water block, you've got this one, which is a 3-pin. Looks like it's for the fan, and then you've got these two which split, also for fans, I assume. That's just the same USB one, and here we've got some more 3-pin splittings. So these all connect to the fan connector, and I think both these fans will connect to one 3-pin, if I'm correct. I'm not completely sure how this all goes together, but for the full review, obviously, I'll let you know. So that's pretty much the unboxing done. Quite an interesting product. It remains to be seen whether the dual pumps lives up to its name and lives up to the performance that we're expecting from it. Other than that, there's not really much more to say. So this is the Antec Kuhler H2O 1250, and you've been watching Gadget First. Thank you.